In this lesson, we'll learn how to handle system events. There's a single system event that has 4 different types. The types are application start, and that's fired when the application is booted up. Application suspend, and that's when the application is suspended because some other system activity forces it to suspend, or the user suspends out of it. Let's say they go back to the home screen. Another case is they get a phone call. Another type is application resume, so they're done with their phone call, they go back into the app, or they're done multitasking and go back into the app. And then finally there's application exit. They close the application down completely. The reason why you'd want to handle these events is that if you've got an application that has a particular state you want to capture, should somebody get a phone call or exit or anything like that, you'll want to put that handling inside one of these particular event types. So we'll start off with a runtime event listener, and we'll listen for the system event. We'll handle it with a function called onSystem. Now we'll create that function, and we'll create some conditional logic that detects the 4 different types of system events. Now we'll write some code for each of the types. We'll start with application start. So if the application is started, we'll change the text object to reflect that. If the application has been suspended, we won't be able to change the text on the screen so the user can see it. So we'll print to the terminal just that we know that the application has been suspended. When you test on device, you're not going to be able to see any changes on the screen except, well, your application is no longer active. When the application resumes, we will be able to see this on the screen, so we'll set the text object. And when your application exits, again, you won't be able to see changes to text on the screen, it'll just exit, so we'll print to the terminal. Now let's take a look at this in the simulator, and we see that the application indeed has started, so that event has fired. If we want to suspend an event, we'll go to Hardware and Suspend, and then we'll bring the terminal up. So the terminal reflects that the application has indeed been suspended. So it's in this particular portion of the code that you would want to write perhaps some state saving if you're writing a game, or you want to capture the state of the application if it's suspended. We'll resume by going to the simulator, hardware resume, and we can see that the application has indeed resumed. And then to exit, we'll just close the application. We'll go to File, Close. And now we'll check the terminal out. And we see here, application has exited. This ends our lesson on how to handle system events.